What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. Today we are taking on the final gym here in the Hoenn region, and that is Gym Leader Juan, because there can be only one water type gym leader, and that is Juan here in Sootopolis City. He uses water types. I mentioned that a few times. Before we get started, be sure to check out my mixtape down in the description. I'm just kidding. Be sure to leave a like if you are excited for the final gym battle. We have made it, boys. It's been a long journey. Well, it hasn't really been that long. It's actually one of my shortest series so far, but it's been a Nuzlocke. And it's been the first Nuzlocke in which I've gotten so far. So I am super excited to head into this. I'm actually not as nervous as I was back when we fought Tate and Liza, because I did a little bit of training off screen. I took on a couple of the other water routes that we skipped over. And so you will see that at least Raiden and Beats, which are going to be my main two Pokemon in this battle, are at level 45. And also Ultron is 45, so if anything, Ultron will be like our third man up. Stratus is still on the team, but he's not really going to do anything. Or sorry, she is just kind of chilling for now. I really want to get a Bagon after this gym, because when we can use Waterfall, we can go try and get a Bagon. It's not a 100% chance that we'll get it, but I really want to try to get a Bagon, and that can hopefully be our full team for the Pokemon League. So everyone you see now, aside from Stratus, instead it'll be a badass Salamence. So hopefully everyone can survive this gym. I am actually going to put Raiden up first, and we're going to be training him up mainly during this. But by the way, I actually got a couple of things in preparation as well. So cue the thing that I do, which is the flashback thing. So you'll see me battling a bunch of water trainers. Aside from that though, I also went and got the TM for Solar Beam. Originally, I was going to get Giga Drain, and this girl was apparently supposed to give it to you, but you need a grass type Pokemon to get it, and I don't have a grass type. The only grass type we ever got, I think, was Colorado, and he's dead, blazed up in the death box. So instead, I figured that we should just get the TM for Solar Beam instead. So that is located in Safari Zone. There could have been the off chance that we found like another grass type that we haven't caught before in there, but I never did. Instead, I found like a Phanpy and some other Pokemon that I don't really plan on using, but you'll see them on screen. Those are the ones I found. Eventually, I got to the very ending and found the Solar Beam TM. You need the Mach Bike to get this, so I also had to go get that. It was a little bit of an annoying journey. Oh yeah, before any of that, we also had to get the Pokeblock case, so Safari Zone. A little bit harder to get into than I thought. Well, just overall, the Solar Beam TM itself is a lot harder to get than I thought, but we finally got it, and here it is. So we are going to check out which of these Pokemon can learn it. Looks like Stratus and Beats, and like I said, I don't really plan on using Stratus, so we are going to teach this to Beats right now. I don't know if I want to get rid of Screech, though, because it's a pretty good attack for lowering defense and then hitting them with a very strong strength, but I guess we'll finally get rid of Screech and just have a bunch of coverage on Beats. He's got ghost moves, ice moves, grass move. Beats is just such an awesome Pokemon. Definitely underestimated the power of X-Cloud, but he's gonna have Solar Beam now, and that is basically for Juan's Whiscash, which I have nothing else to deal with that, so now hopefully Beats can just one-shot that thing and get it out of the way. So Champion Bound Orange, Sootopolis' gym leader Juan is a master of water-type Pokemon, and to get to Juan, an icy floor will hamper your progress. Listen, I'm sorry, but that's all the advice I've got for you. The rest of the way, you have to go for it yourself. Thankfully, I know this gym puzzle like the back of my hand. Actually, I don't know the back of my hand that well, so let's just say the palm of my hand. I know this gym puzzle like that. I don't know the palm of my hand that well either. What do I know about myself? Am I having like a midlife crisis, not in my midlife right now, realizing that I don't know what I want to do in my life? That is sad. I don't know what is happening right now. I don't know, guys. I don't know myself at all. Anyway, what I'm trying to say right now is I know this gym puzzle very, very well. I did it so many times as a kid. It is just so easy now. But we are actually going to take on all of the gym trainers as some extra training. Look at this. Juan is a baller. All of his gym trainers are girls. That's just how much of a baller Juan is. Though I'm guessing most of them came for the Wallace and just stayed for the Juan because they had no choice. You know, they realized, hey, we're paid well. Wallace probably gave them little treats here every once in a while, gave them some cookies and things like that. So why the heck not stay for the Juan, right? That's what I'm figuring. I've actually never noticed this before, that all the gym trainers in this gym are all girls. So that's a little bit weird. So I'm just gonna assume that they all came for the Wallace, and then when Juan came along, they're like, I don't know if I want to work here anymore. But Juan promised them a raise and probably some other things that we won't talk about because we like to keep things PG around here. So let's just say that Juan gave them all new cars. How about that? They all got a brand new car in agreement for staying in Juan's gym. I don't know how the heck they can drive it around in Sootopolis because it's a city in the middle of a giant crater with only water. And even to get from the Pokemon Center over to the other house, like say you live on the other side of Sootopolis and you wanted to get to the Pokemon Center, you have no choice but to surf across. Like, this city is just not very functional. Like, it's just, the city doesn't work in itself, Sootopolis. It doesn't make sense. But you know what? We're in the Pokemon world, so things don't have to make sense. So let's just keep beating up all of these girls, or rather, their Pokemon. You should never beat up girls. That's just not cool. Alright, double battle coming up though, so we are going to put Beats in the second position, because like I said, he's going to be kind of our second man up. Beats has always just been like, I feel like Beats has been like the backbone of our team. He's still the only OG left along with Kung Pao, and he's just literally been carrying this thing. He has been, well, not really carrying, but he's definitely been like our second up in most of these battles that we've had, at least against the gyms. We're out of Thunderbolts, which is not good. So I could actually switch out to Ultron. We'll see how much damage Ultron can do here against this little Feebas. Feebas is such a cool Pokemon. So ugly, though. That's mean, though. It's a cool concept, though, because you just look at Feebas and you think that it's ugly, but then it evolves into, like, I guess literally the beauty Pokemon. I'm going to rearrange Ultron's moves real quick because I do not like at all the way that they're organized. So let's put Shadow Ball last. No, actually, Shadow Ball's our main attack. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That is much better. I don't know if I'm really even gonna be using Ultron, because Ultron basically already did his job back at Tate and Liza. He destroyed that gym, and honestly, I don't know if we... Oh, okay, well, that's not good. Who can step up to the challenge and take out this Love Disc? How about you? There you go. I just said that I wasn't gonna use Ultron, and then that happened. That girl said something about Juan. I'm really curious to see what she said, because I have a feeling that they're all, like, desperately in love with Juan. Well, they were originally with Wallace, but, you know, Wallace is gone now. He's moved on to better things like standing outside of the gym. Let's actually go pay him a visit now that we already beat up all the trainers. Sup, Wallace? You know they're all waiting for you down there. Wait, you know what I just now realized too? Juan just keeps a bunch of women in his basement. That is messed up beyond all, yeah, I'm pretty dazzled by your mentor's... it's not his battle style, let's just say that. I'm dazzled by just his life choices. I don't know. So guys, we are now gonna challenge what was previously one of my favorite gym leaders, but no longer, because I have just found out the truth about my idol Juan. He is completely nuts. He runs this gym full of ice, and if you ever fall down, you get trapped in his basement. So apparently he just lured a bunch of chicks to come in here, and then they ended up falling down into that basement and trapped forever. So now Juan just keeps them down there. This is literally a trap. He knows that he's too charming and handsome looking, so he just tricks girls into coming into this gym, and then they fall through the ice. They can't make it. Unless you're me, you can't do this gym puzzle. I'm the only person in this world that can do this gym puzzle, apparently, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we made it to Juan. I am actually going to pull up what moves he's got, because now that we reached the gym leader, you know, before I said I was kind of confident, but now that we reached the gym leader, I'm getting a little bit nervous, because you never know what will happen. I said in the previous episode, or this previous to previous one, that I never really had troubles with Juan growing up or playing the game when I was younger, so I didn't expect any troubles now, but now I just really don't know. So it looks like he leads off with a Love Disc. That is no trouble at all. Let's take him on.
Let me ask you, did you know? I should not be so coy. It was I who taught Wallace everything there is to know about Pokemon. Once, I had given up my position as the gym leader. In my place, I had entrusted Wallace in the gym. However, a compelling reason arose for me to make a comeback. But enough chatter. Let us begin our match, shall we? Please, you shall bear witness to our artistry, a grand illusion of water sculpted by Pokemon and myself, and my hundreds of women slaves that I keep in my basement full of ice. Gosh, it must be cold down there too. But he is a sexy man. I'll give him that. Juan, you were once my favorite. I don't know if I can keep that up anymore because you kind of do some messed up stuff. But we're not going to worry about it. We're going to worry about what is in front of us, and that is a little heart-shaped fish thing. Well, it's dead now, so I guess we don't have to worry about it. What the heck is Love Disc? Is there a fish that looks like that in the real world? It's just a little heart. It literally looks like a snack that you would feed to, like, I don't know. It just looks like a tiny, it looks like a chip, I guess is what I'm thinking of. Like a little Dorito. But not really, because it's a fish. But then again, fish and chips, I'm making no sense. We are going to take in the power of the sun. Fabi is with us at heart, and this might be kind of strong. This is the reason why we really needed a grass type, and I talked about that, trying to get a grass type in the last episode, because this Whiscash is totally would have demolished Raiden if we'd actually kept him in. But never mind, because I forgot that Beats is a beast and takes him down in one hit. Then again, Whiscash is 4 times weak to that Solar Beam. Wait, no, this isn't a recharge. For a second, I thought Solar Beam was a recharge move, but that is Hyper Beam, which I took off of Beats for whatever reason. But we can buy more at the department store. I might give him back the Hyper Beam for the Elite Four. I have a feeling we're going to need everything that we can. So I'm going to try and give him the best movesets that I can to my Pokemon. But we'll worry about that when we get there. For now, we still have to take out Juan. And the show is not over yet. Even though we're kind of doing like really, really well. Did I even overtrain? Oh, okay, well, Raiden is just a little bit strong, apparently. I thought I was at a good level, but I may have over-leveled it a little bit, at least on Raiden. Raiden, I keep on switching. It doesn't matter, honestly. His final Pokemon, though, is Kingdra. And if I do remember anything about Juan, is his Kingdra can be super annoying. We're learning Swift. I guess we'll get rid of that for Sonic Boom, because when the heck have I ever even used Sonic Boom? I don't remember the last time I did, so... Anyway, if I do remember something annoying about his Kingdra, or if I do remember something annoying about Juan, is his Kingdra. And I don't have any Pokemon that can really deal with it, so we're just going to go for our buddy Ultron and just see how much raw power he can pump into this Kingdra here. He does have Screech. I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp first, though. Oh, no. And that is what I'm worried about. I saw his team, and I noticed the double team. Oh, God. Well, I think we should actually just take out this thing before it can set up many double teams. It's already at 2, so... Wait, we just got Swift. I just realized that. I could just go back. Wait, we have Feint Attack on Ultron, too. What am I doing with my life? I'm so dumb sometimes. I should have gone for Screech and then just a couple of Feint Attacks. Wait, Feint Attack is No, Feint Attack, dark moves are special, but ghost moves are physical in this generation, I think. Which is kind of weird. I was hoping that he would go for an Ice Beam, because I don't know if it'll kill us. 65 plus 65, that's more than 130, so he didn't take out half our HP yet. I should just know that, just look. All I would have to do to know that is just look at the fact that our HP is green, but you never know. It could have been a minimum, maximum kind of thing. Okay, there we go. It wasn't. He did a solid amount of damage. I calculated that, guys. I calculated that. Now we have to heal up, though, for sure. I'm just going to keep on Ultron. I'm just going to keep Ultron in the battle, I mean, because he also has Rest, and I know that eventually he's going to go for that. I think he might full restore now, though. Or not. That's cool, too. If we go for Shadow Ball, we could take him out, but will we hit it? Oh my god, he went to freaking sleep. And you've got a Chesto Berry? You've got to be kidding me, bro. Alright, at least we dropped his special defense. I think if we hit another Shadow Ball, we can kill him. So let's just risk it and see if we can get it. I am so scared right now that he would have landed a critical hit, but I think we've got this battle. Oh, come on. Alright, no worries, no worries. Just one more. Oh, God, come on. Oh, God, come on. We lowered his special defense, so I thought that second Shadow Ball would kill. Oh, we're actually landing them, so that's not bad at all. I'm getting kind of lucky with hitting these.
Unfortunately, no more special defense drops. Alright, come on. We all know you're not killing us. It's just gonna take a while, but eventually we will win this battle. Hopefully it's this turn. You are freaking kidding me. Come on, bro. Wait, I guess... Oh yeah, we lowered his special defense, but Shadow Ball is physical. So I guess Feint Attack would do more damage right now. Never mind, now it all makes sense. My bad, guys, I'm kind of dumb. So I guess now we'll just go for the safe option and take him out with 2 more Feint Attacks. Come the frick on, Kingdra! Alright, at least this time he's got no Chesto Berry, so it'll just take a couple of hits. You have got to be freaking for real. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me, Kingdra. I know you're gonna wake up now. Thank you. Thank goodness he didn't go for another rest, because I was at the tip of my patience there. 1 more Feint Attack, and Kingdra is down. We did it. We did the impossible, which wasn't really impossible. I didn't really expect this battle to be that hard. But there you go.
Ha ha ha! Excellent! Very well. You are the winner. From you, I sense the brilliant shine of skill that will overcome all. However, compared with me, or even Wallace, you are lacking in elegance. Perhaps I should make you a loan of my outfit.
I would feel a little uncomfortable wearing that, just because knowing that I'm wearing the clothes of a slaver, a woman slaver nonetheless, I would just feel pretty bad. Rather than my clothes, I shall reward you with this rain badge. Great, reward me for my feat of defeating you, you freaking weirdo. At least he's got waterfalls going down there, so you know they're getting water. Hopefully that's good, clean water. Why am I still thinking about this? It's just so weird. I literally thought about it. And he has a basement just full of girls that are forced to just be down there. That's really weird. That is just, I don't know. It's weird in my mind. Maybe it's not weird in yours, but in my mind it's pretty weird. Maybe because I looked up to Juan, and now he just looks like a weirdo with a stash in his overworld sprite especially. He looks like the guy from KFC. Colonel Sanders, I think. Let's just say that.
The rain badge allows the use of the HM move waterfall to scale walls of cascading water. And so that you never forget the battle we shared. Take this.
I think this is going to be Water Pulse or something like that. It is Water Pulse. In all use, it will occasionally confuse the target with ultrasonic waves. Thank you, Juan. Make the floor be solid now. Or not, it doesn't matter. It's like, even if you did manage to do the puzzle right on your first try, they still want to show you that he's just got a basement full of girls. It's really weird. I don't understand. I wonder what this gym will be like in the remakes. At least the bottom part of it, because we've seen the top part, I think, but we haven't seen the bottom part of it. So now that we defeated the final gym and suffered no casualties, let's quickly go and heal up our Pokemons and check out the rest of Sootopolis City just to see what we can find around here, because we previously weren't allowed to go to this area over here for whatever reason.
When I was young, I traveled the world, and now that I've become an old buzzard, my only amusement is watching young trainers battle.
But what could be hiding behind the potted plants? Find out next time on Never. There's nothing back there. One time I made a video saying that you could get to Naval Rock by going through those pots, but that's not true. So I'm sorry, I've deceived so many people with that video. There's actually so many people that think that that's real still. So I guess I never really apologized, just because back then I really didn't care. It was just a troll video. And anyone that knows anything would know that it's totally fake just by the beginning of it and the steps that you have to take. So I don't know, I myself just I've seen other videos like that and it's so obvious that it's fake, so I never thought much about it. This guy wants to see a big Lotad. I can show you something else that's pretty big that I've got. Oh, this guy wants to see a big C-Dot. Well, maybe both of you should just show each other, you know? You show me mine, you show me yours, I'll show you mine, that kind of thing. Anyway, there's nothing back there behind that old man's pots. There's, at least if you hack the game or use a map hacker, you'll see that there's no warp back there. So even if you were to use walk through walls, that would lead you nowhere. It literally just, you'll go through it. Like, it won't act as a door, basically. There's nothing back there, so don't worry about it. Totally cool. I've never been out of this city. I wonder what the world is like on the other side of this round sky. See, that's sad. That is sad. There are people that are stuck in this city for their entire lives. Gosh, I wonder if this is like really large scale. Like, Juan hasn't only just enslaved people in his gym, but this entire city of Sootopolis is like a giant, like, slave thing by Wallace and Juan together. This is getting really messed up. At its peak are the 2 orbs, did you know? Yeah, sure, whatever, Grandma. You're trapped in here. I can fly out. I mean, if you get a Pokemon that can fly out, but then again, within the city itself, you can't catch any flying Pokemon. So think about it. All of these people that live in this city are literally trapped inside of its walls. Maybe they know that a Titan attack is coming, so they're just defending themselves preemptively. They know that the world is gonna turn out to be turd and invaded by Titans. I don't know. I don't know. I am having crazy theories right now, and don't believe any of them because they're probably not true. Anyway, before this episode gets any weirder, we are gonna wrap it up by heading over to the Meteor Falls, hopefully to get our final official team member on our team here. I'm gonna try and think about all of the Elite Four real quick. We've got Sydney up first. He's a Dark type Elite Four. So we've got Kung Pao to handle that with his brick breaking, double kicking powers. We might even have Beats have a little bit of a say in there if I give him a fighting move too. Because Beats can pretty much learn everything, so, or any move. So we could give him a good fighting move there. But yeah, basically I looked it up and we have kind of a 50-50 chance of getting Bagon. I don't know what his encounter rate is. I just realized also, what's it called? Atlantic is literally going to be a complete HM slave. Like, he's got all HM moves after this. Look at that. Rock Smash, Surf, Dive, and now Waterfall. You're going to have all of our water moves. Thank you so much, Atlantic. You're part of the team, but you're also just kind of, like, basically a Swiss Army knife is what Wailord is right now for us. It's kind of weird because the Swiss Army knife is all about being compact, you know, like a very small thing that has a lot of utility. Wailord, on the other hand, super ginormous and equally as many utilities as a Swiss Army knife, probably. I can't really quote that because, or, well, vouch for that because I've never had a Wailord or a Swiss Army knife for that matter. I think I might have. I was in the Boy Scouts, so I probably had one then, but I can't remember, honestly. Anyway, we kind of have a 50-50 chance of getting Bagon here, as long as I keep my repels up and we don't run into any Soul Rocks or Lunatones. In the very deepest room where we can find the Dragon Claw TM, you can find Bagon, I think, with a 25% chance. Or at least that's what I read. That might be wrong. It might be super duper low of an encounter rate. But I think we could even up our chances because I think maybe Bagon is only found at a certain level. So if we like repelled and then had a Pokemon that is exactly one level lower than Bagon, we can like, I don't know, I know it works something like that. You can like severely up our chances of doing that. Anyway, let's swap out here. Thankfully we hit Hariyama and almost killed it actually because it was about to use Focus Punch, I think. So that would have been bad if he got that off. Doesn't matter though, John and Jay, good stuff. I like you guys, you know. Young trader, if the chance arises, will you battle with us again? Yeah, I like old couples. I like that. You know, it's a heartwarming thing to see old love. It's kind of like when you see puppy love and you go, ugh, what the heck, stop doing that. But then when you see an old couple that is still in love, it's like, aww. I don't know why that is. I wonder why. I wonder why. I don't know. But anyway, here we have a Dragon Trainer, so this is a little bit of a premonition of what is coming up, the Dragon's Den that is coming. See, this is the problem with us having Stratus on the team. If we don't run into Bagon, I'm basically going to have Stratus on the team because we need him for Drake, which is the Dragon type Elite Four. But the problem is, Altaria is super frail. I know Salamence has the same typing, so they would both be instantly dead. Like, regardless of it being Altaria or Salamence, they're instantly dead to ice moves. But I feel like Salamence is a lot better at handling other dragons than Altaria would be. Like, if I threw in Altaria against Drake, she would just die, like, instantly. Salamence would at least have a shot. At least that's what I think. I don't know if that's true at all, but I think this is the right way to go, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, this is the cave here. So let's hope for the best. Everybody cross your fingers. We are going to check this cave out. And like I said, the TM for Dragon Claw is also in here. So I may just teach that to a non-dragon Pokemon. And, you know, use Stratus and all. Stratus, or if we get Bagon, you know, then we'll use Salamence. But either way, I'm going to try and teach Dragon Claw to someone that is not a dragon, so that we can hopefully have that as a second option for taking on that Elite Four Drake. Anyway, the other ones. So I said Sydney. We've got Kung Pao to handle that. The second one is Phoebe, Ghost type. Unfortunately, we lost Bonsai, so we don't have a dark type to deal with it, but we do have Ultron. So as long as Ultron can be faster than most of Phoebe's Pokemon, gosh dang it! Of course, the first thing we run into is Solrock. I bet even if I didn't run into this Solrock, I bet I would have never even ran into a Bagon. I don't even care that I killed that thing. You know what? I'm gonna sit here for the rest of the episode, think about the steps that we have to take next up. Look at that, another Solrock. So we would have never run into a Bagon. I have a feeling that his encounter rate is not 25% like what I looked up. It's definitely a lot higher than that. At least I think so. I also don't think he's only in this room. He might be in others. Oh, well, there we go. We ran into one. Unfortunately, the rules of the Nuzlocke say I cannot use you, little buddy. So I'm very sorry about this, but I must take you out. The little Bagon that could. We could have had it all. Alright, that seems like a 25% encounter rate, though. We ran into it relatively fast. I usually have bad luck running into certain Pokemon, so I'm just going to say that that was true. It was 25%, because, I don't know, I ran into it kind of fast. Anyway, I guess we will make our way over to Evergrande City now. We failed to catch the Pokemon that I wanted. There might be another chance to get a Dragon type. No, we messed that up because we could have had Flygon. So I guess our only chance now is Altaria. So we'll see how that goes. I don't even know if I'll use Altaria against Drake. I might consider taking another one of our Pokemon from our box. Like maybe if we have a Dark type or something in there, I might consider using that. I don't know. I'll evaluate all of my options though. Let's wrap up this episode by heading back out of this place. We could actually check out, wait, huh. We're missing something, aren't we? There's an area that we skipped over of this cave. We got Iron Tail and we got Dragon Claw though, so that's really all that matters in here, but I just have a feeling that we like skipped over something, but I don't know. I don't know what. So let me just make sure real quick. And then Glacia, I have a feeling we'll have no troubles with, even her Walrein. Raiden has that, no problem. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. No, we didn't miss anything. That was just an alternate exit. So I guess we'll get out of here quickly as we can. There is another waterfall, but I don't know how to get to it. So, yeah, there definitely is. If we look over there. Oh, maybe you can't get to that one. Whatever. Let's get out of here and head over to the Victory Road, because next time, things are about to get real. The Pokemon League is right there on the horizon. I can already smell it, and it smells like victory to me. I might be a little bit, well, I'm not gonna say I'm cocky, but I am definitely confident. Just gotta make sure not to get overconfident like I have before, because this is, like I said, the farthest I have ever made it in a Nuzlocke, and I am super excited. So now we just have to make it through the Victory Road, our final challenge, and then the Pokemon League is literally right there. So next time on Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, the Pokemon League awaits. That is, if we can freaking find Evergrande City. There it is. Is it Evergrande or Evergrande? What do you guys say? I always say Evergrande because that's, you know, Spanish is my first language, so it makes sense to say grande because that literally means big. It's the Ever Big City. Literally translates to Ever Big City. Well, Ever, how do you say ever in Spanish? Siempre. Siempre grande city. City? Ciudad. That's how you say city. Spanish lessons with MunchingOrange. Everybody enjoy them. Alright, let's head up this waterfall though. We could run into a Pokemon here. You know what? I always like doing this. I don't know why, but I always in Pokemon games like fishing off of a waterfall. Wait, I don't know if we can do that. Can we even do that? What I meant was fishing by the waterfall, not literally off of it, but I was curious if you could actually do that. But here we go. We're going to fish right here and see what the final Pokemon we could run into is. If we get a Sharpedo, I might train that up and then use that instead of Wailord, because Sharpedo would be really useful against Phoebe. It would be better than Ultron. So it would be kind of like we'd have two Pokemon to take on Phoebe, and then we have Kung Pao will totally destroy Glacia, so I'm not worried about her. Same with Sydney. I'm really not worried about Sydney or Glacia. It's mostly Phoebe and Drake that bother me. And then, of course, at the ending, we have Wallace. And all we have to say for that is Raiden all the way. I just think Raiden is going to destroy Wallace. Like, I don't know. He does have a Ludicolo, though, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do against that. Could teach someone Aerial Ace. That could be literally our ace in the hole to beat Wallace, but I don't know. We'll think about it and let me know any tips that you might have in the Of course, this is the final Pokemon we run into. Can't even catch it. Critical hit. Love Disc. Love Disc. I'm looking for a strong Pokemon to wrap up this episode, and we run into a gosh dang Love Disc. Literally the worst Pokemon ever created. Well, not according to my top 10, but, you know, he's up there. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you have any suggestions for any changes I should make to the team or anything like that, let me know in the comments, and I will see you all next time as we take on the Victory Road. Goodbye.